Why hello everybody, Lego Dude 11 here, and today's a brand new video, and in this one I am super duper excited for this one. I have been looking forward to this one ever since these minifigures were revealed by Lego, and now they are officially here. They have actually been, I think, available in stores for over a month now, but I was able to purchase mine. I think these came out September 1st, so it's been a month now, and I'm finally reviewing these figures for you in a video. I did not do a opening video for these because I actually ordered these off of eBay. I was able to get all 12 of these off of eBay for about $75 or I think $80. When it came up to tax, it was $75 plus $5 including tax. So in my opinion, it was a worthy bargain and a worthy deal there. I would recommend going to the store and feeling for the bags because it's cheaper, but my stores don't seem to get shipments in relatively soon, and the marketing just doesn't seem very well managed by that factor. But anyway, I bought all 12 of them off of eBay. This is actually the company minifigsplus.com, so if you're thinking about doing it my way, this is who I went for. And if you want, do a 10% code and get 10% off or $10 off code there. Well, I don't know if I'll do a link in the description or not, but anyway, that's something, a little bit of help. So I'm going to be talking about the minifigures here today, ranking them as well, and also stay tuned for maybe more videos with some of these parts and pieces and minifigures in the future. I just love this series. So let me start with the first figure and share my thoughts. So the first figure up here we have Photon. Now, what I like about Photon is, I'm not going to say what I dislike about each figure. I'm going to say what I like about them. This is my least favorite figure of the bunch, and as I just said, I don't want to say what I dislike, but I think it's nice that, this is a character from Wanda Vision, Photon, or Monica Rambeau. And she comes with this helicopter from Wanda Vision, and I like that this is an accessory included, although it's brick built, and I don't really think it grasps the concept of what it's supposed to be. Yes, you know what it is from the show, but if people are like, kids are building this and like, what the heck is this? I don't think it fully comprehends what it's supposed to be. But I really like that it's included in here. The figure itself, it's kind of bland, but I do like that we get this new torso. I don't know what my camera's saying, but it just did a flash there. So I do like it has the sword logo on there. On the back we get some detail. On the arms we get detail. So it's a very nice torso overall. This hair, I believe this is a new hair in my collection. We have a face print, which is both are nice facial details. And then the legs are just plain black. So overall, this is my least favorite figure of the bunch, and I think everybody can agree with that. But I think it's a justified figure when you... Oh, wow. It just came off the base there. I think when you look at it, it's a justified figure. But overall, I totally think that they could have done more leg printing. They should have done her eyes blue or something to get it across, just to be like, hey, this is Photon. It looks like Photon, right? But I don't know. I feel like I would rank this in a C, or maybe even a... Yeah, I would put this at a C tier. So just for your guys' sake, this is what I think of Monica Rambeau. I think she looks nice, but place her at a C tier, and she could have been upgraded a little bit more. She could have gotten an upgraded suit, but anyway, there she stands. Next up, we have Bucky Barnes, and I like this figure a lot. Well, I shouldn't say a lot, but I like that this is the only other Bucky Barnes figure I have. I have the Winter Soldier from Civil War, and yeah, this one's a nice upgrade to have. I don't have the Brooktober one, but I think that this one is great to add to my collection. You have the nice arm printing there, which is super amazing. And, I liked Bucky's humor in Falcon the Winter Soldier, but I would have to put this guy at a C tier once again, just for the boring torso. I really like how detailed it is, and, you get the back there. Everything's detailed, even the legs. You get this same hair. It's kind of been used before, but you get two facial decals, which is nice. And I'm not saying it's a bad figure. It just needs to be put at a C tier. We have this repeated shield from Falcon, which I haven't even gotten to yet, but we get a knife, which is not too fun of an accessory, if I'll put it that way. I'm trying to put his shield back on there, but yeah, I just think that he didn't need it a little bit more. Maybe like a different type of shield from the show, or just a different type of weapon in general. I don't feel like he's like, wow, look at that figure. But I mean, I think it's the overall print work is fantastic. But I think as like people who really want to go out and get Bucky aren't going out and getting Bucky because something doesn't pop enough about him. But I don't know, maybe that's just me. I think the printing is great, but there needs to be an accessory that makes him jump out even more. So he's a C tier as well, but I will upgrade, I will rank the other figures higher. So let's continue. Next up we have Gamora Thanos. Now as of this recording, we have not actually seen Gamora Thanos yet, but the day of this upload, I think this is actually the day of What If Episode 3 comes out. So I don't know what Gamora Thanos will have in the episode, but overall this figure is quite nice. The printing work is actually splendid. I love the arm detail. I love the body and the legs. And you know, this... yeah, there's the back as well. This face is the same as Gamora's, and then the hair is the same. This weapon is nice and different, but to me, like, again, kind of the same about Bucky. It doesn't really have anything that pops. All these pieces have been reused before, but I like that it's used for that sword piece, the sword weapon. But I don't know. Even though we haven't seen her do anything yet, I rank her as a B, just because we haven't seen her in the episode yet. In my opinion, we haven't seen her yet. And What If in general, I'm just ranking it off of shows. What If isn't my favorite Marvel Disney Plus show, and also it's not like I don't know. Gamora's been used before, so I feel like if it was a new character, something about her, I would have ranked her higher on this list. But the figure in general is really well done. I still like the printing, but I don't know, something about it just doesn't pop to me. It's like, it's a really well done armor suit, but I feel like I rank it the third highest on this list, or I guess not third highest, but yeah, third at the bottom. So anyway, that's what I think about Gamora, and let me continue onwards. Captain Kata is next, and I absolutely love the way this figure is designed, but yet again, as I say, it's in my bottom 4. I just, you know, What If is not my favorite Marvel Disney Plus show. Not to put any, like, not to knock heads, but I really think, this is great. I think it's well done. I would have placed it higher, except I have higher figures, so I put this at an A tier, and I put this at an A tier, even though it's in the bottom 4. I think it's an A tier, really. And I think this hair is well done, new hair mold. I think we have alternate face print as well. There's an alternate face print. There's the back print, which I think the back print is really great. And I love the way they were able to capture the shield and the torso print to be the British flag. So, and the arm print works as well, for even a custom for Captain America, and the legs look great as well. The Tesseract is kind of strange. I don't know why they used the 2 pieces for that instead of the one that they used in the What If set, but in general, I think this figure is really great. Looks like Haley Atwell's character in the show. So anyway, they just did a great job at resembling the character, and you know, this is where I place her on the list, and I think she deserves an A tier on the list, ranking wise. Now, don't hate at me in the comments section down below. But next up, I do have Falcon, and I know what you're saying. Oh my goodness, why isn't he higher? Well, yes, everything about him is insane. I think that these wings being printed and everything about it is incredibly insane. Don't get me wrong, I love it. I love everything about him. But Falcon and Winter Soldier just did not do so much for me that I place it. If I loved the show even more, I would have been placing him higher on this list. But I'm basing some of these figures off of how I love the shows and the figures themselves. So I know that probably makes 0 sense, but in my opinion, I have to do it. I'm sorry. But yes, Falcon and Winter Soldier did absolutely nothing for me by the end of the show. It did resolve nothing. It resolved absolutely nothing, but that's for another video. Yeah, so this figure is... print work is absolutely insane. I love the wings. I love that we have, what's his face back? The bird. Redneck, or I think, just dropped it down in the comment section below. Redwing. Redwing is the name. You don't have to comment down below anymore. But, yeah, the face is great. We have an alternate face print, I believe, for him as well, if I can get it. The hair is so hard to get off. At this point, I'm about to just take the whole head off. But, yeah, there's the leg printing. It just looks great. The same shield as Bucky's, but overall, I think this character is nice. Let me just do one thing. There actually is no other head alternate face print. There is more detail on the back of the head. So that's what we have there. But I do love this figure all around, and I think it does a great job at representing the character from the show. I just have to place it down this low on this list because of the show just did not do that much for me by the end. So anyway, let's move onwards and forwards. The next figure on this list is T'Challa Black Panther. So I actually like this figure a lot. I love the episode in What If itself. This figure has great back printing, great torso printing to represent the purple jacket, and then the legs. I love these legs as well. These blasters are like a new gray design. Usually we've gotten them in black or like a darker gray, so in the lighter gray is a nice alternative piece as well. We have this face print that smiles and no alternate face print, which is alright. I don't think that he really needed alternate face print because we have a masked version. We also get a hair version as well. If you don't know what I mean, hair version, this is what I mean, an unmasked version of Star-Lord T'Challa. So I think it looks great. If you get duplicates of him, you can pose him any which way you like. So we have two different styles for him as well. So that's one thing to mention about this guy. So that's where I rank him. I rank him on a B tier, by the way. If he had some arm printing or something about him, or maybe I would even rank him in A tier just because he's so great, or even a B tier. Yeah, so that's where I rank him, and let's move onwards and forwards. By the way, before we move on, I forgot to mention with the other characters, Gamora does come with an extra of one of these pieces, Captain Carter does come with an extra one of these pieces, and Bucky Barnes does come with an extra knife. So you do get a few extra pieces as well with those characters, and let's continue. Next up, we have Spidey Supreme, and I love this figure. This is definitely an A tier for me, just based off of my love of Spider-Man and the detail, man. And, well, I actually like this episode of What If. As I said, What If isn't my favorite Marvel Disney Plus show. This episode was bananas, and also was one of my favorites. And this guy comes with a web piece, and he also comes with a a human head as well with hair. So let me show you what this looks like. He has a happy face right there and a scared face. So two alternate faces as well as the cowl and the cape. So if you get duplicates, you can like pose them with a scared face, with a happy face, without the cape, with the head, you can pose them all sorts of ways. So this figure is definitely an A tier. It might even be like a S tier for super or above that, but it's really high, and we get this amazing back print. He needs some scrunching work, doesn't he? He needs some serious scrunching. There we go. But yeah, I mean, the back print with the spider logo, the arms, and everything. This is definitely one of my favorite Spider-Man figures I have. My favorite Spider-Man figure of the bunch here. And it's a great figure to have in this wave here. But yeah, just some of the other figures are higher in my opinion. But I love this figure. I love Spider-Man so much, and I just cannot get enough of this guy. So let's move onwards and forwards. Fifth to last figure, we have Sylvie. Now, I know what you might be saying, oh my gosh, why is Sylvie so high on this list? It should be at the bottom. And I know, but I really enjoyed the show Loki. I really like this figure. And I know it might be biased to say that, but the only thing I dislike is that there's no leg printing. I don't like that. But the arms, I think, are really well printed. The torso, I am really happy with. You know, the back printing, look at that. This crown / hair mold is unbelievable. I like this mold. And the face is weird. I don't know why she smiles a bunch. I wish she did have like a more menacing look. But besides that, I try to I just don't try to look at that point. I do love the green blade here. Alligator Loki. I don't know why there's no crown, but I still like the accessory though. And I really am a fan of Loki, and because of that, I have to place her on this list, or place her at this point. So I think she gets a C. Like, again, most people would put her at a C tier, but because I love Loki so much, she's at a B tier. And she also comes with an extra green blade, so that's another high point about her. So she can do it with herself, I guess. No, I don't know. I'm just messing around, but that's where I put her at this list, and that's what I love about Sylvie. So let's continue forwards. Alright, next up we have White Vision, and this was a struggle for me because I didn't really know where to put him on this list because he's so detailed, and I know what you're saying, but Falcon's so detailed, why not put Falcon there? But anyway, I already told you the reason behind that. I love Wanda Vision so much that he has to be 4th on the list, and this cape is so cool. It's only one piece on there, one stud, you put on one stud, and it's felt. I love that fabric. And the back head print is very detailed, the back torso is very detailed, the front torso, the arms, the legs, all the sides of the legs, the face, and I just, this detail, I can't get enough of it. I don't know how they did this, I love it so much. I don't care that if it's based on concept art either, I just love the way it looks. He has this accessory with the shield, or not short shield, the sword base, and with the computer is the shield base, or the sword base, I mean, right there, and there's the house in WandaVision, so I love that. That accessory is really nice, and the figure is really nice, detailed all around. He has the orange thing on his head, but that's alright, I don't care. I think it's really, really amazing printing, and the gold detail is just splendid. So this figure is a S tier for me, and yeah, just great. I have to put him there, and I rank him 4th on this list, so let's move on, and think that's where I place him. Next up on spot 3, spot 3, I have Wanda Maximoff, the Scarlet Witch herself, and I think this figure looks just fine. Like I said, like I said about Sylvie, I love the crown and hair mold. Now this crown and hair mold is a little bit different because it's not like dual molded in. You can see that there's some parts here that aren't red, but I don't mind it. I think it looks just fine. It looks just like Scarlet Witch in the show. I think it's just fine how it looks. Now this cape, as you can see, kind of flaps like that, kind of folds out, but if you put the hair on there, it takes it in, so it kind of goes over that. The head, we have some red eyes here. On this side, we don't have red eyes, and I think it looks great with the red eyes there. And then we have that beautiful torso print. If we lift that up, we can see, well, we can't see it because that's happening. We have the back torso print, which is beautifully printed. The front is great as well. Those legs look great. And we have two arm colors here. We have tan and then red down there. So I think this figure is great. I was looking forward to this ever since the show ended. I was like, yes, I hope this is one of the figures in it. And it just looks phenomenal. Like if you hold it up next to the actual character design, it just looks exactly alike. So this is probably an S tier as well, maybe even an A tier. I don't know, I go back and forth, but I think I could make this one an S tier for myself. So that's where I place her, and she's 3rd on this list. Next up we have Spidey Cap. This is actually runner-up, and yeah, he makes the runner-up. Oh gosh, he needs some scrunching as well. There he goes. I did not scrunch all these guys up, I guess. But yeah, this one for me is my favorite Cap of this series because he has this like war-torn shield, or I guess zombified shield. I don't know. But it's like kind of war-torn. And then he has this zombified helmet, which is amazing. And then the zombified face is incredible as well. I think there's some detail on the back head there, which is incredible. I like that detail on the back of the head. And like I said, this series is fantastic when it comes to detail. Or maybe I didn't say that, but you know, I just love this series for the detail. And look at those glowing eyes and the head mask, and the detail on the torso with the zombified effects. And then that arm is just great with the torn arm print. And then the back, like Captain America, but you know, torn and everything. And you can see the similarities on the legs here with the zombified leg. So you can actually take that out and customize it to make it whoever you like. Zombified Iron Man, zombified Hawkeye, zombified maybe Bruce Banner or Wong. I mean, not Bruce Banner, zombified Wong. And yeah, I think this figure does a really nice job of capturing the zombie in the show. So this is definitely runner-up for me. I would place him at an S tier. And yeah, everything about him just works, just captures the look from the show. And stay tuned, I don't know if I'll make customs or not with this figure, but I definitely can see uses of these pieces for customs in the future, so stay tuned for that. But let's move onwards to the victor of this series. Okay, yes, here it is, the victor of the LEGO Marvel Studios Disney Plus series is the one, the only Loki himself. Loki Lofison from the TV show Loki. And yes, I know, don't yell at me, don't hate at me down in the comment section below. I love Loki so much that he made the top spot. ever since these minifigures were released and they showed who was in the series, I could not get enough of it. I was so excited for Loki because I just couldn't get enough of the show, and I was like, yes, this figure is gonna be top spot number 1. And I know he's not as detailed as, say, Zombie Cat, but I just love the show so much. And that being said, he made it up a number here. So up number here, up at number 1. I don't know why that was so hard to say. But I love the accessories here. The hair is a new mold, is a new color. This is Luke's hair, old Luke's hair in black. There's a smiled Loki, and then a plain old meh Loki, and then the torso is great as well with the TVA jacket. The legs have a little bit of print work on them, as you can see right there, which is gorgeous. The back says variant, which I am super happy about that it says variant on the back there. And then we get a TVA mug, which is very nice inclusion, and Frog Thor, which is Throg, which is nice accessory because I really like that he's in here, because there was a cameo of him in episode 4, which is actually my favorite episode, or maybe it was episode 5. I think it was episode 5 that he cameoed in, and Chris Hemsworth did some grunting with, but they actually took out a plot point with him in episode 1 and cut it out because it didn't make sense, and they might include it in season 2. So I hope he's back in season 2, but I can't wait for season 2 of Loki. And this figure just made it number 1 because I loved it so much. And, you know, same thing for Falcon and Winter Soldier. It just didn't dwindle. Like, I'm basing it off of so many things here, but at the same time, I love it so much, and he is at number 1. He gets an A tier, not an S tier, but he's an A tier, but I place him at number 1. I know my ranking probably makes no sense, but let me give you some closing thoughts with this series. Alright guys, so that is my review and ranking of the LEGO Marvel Studios Disney Plus collectible minifigure series. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This was probably a premiere. I don't know. It was kind of a longer video, so I don't know if I wanted to premiere it or not. If it was, hope you guys enjoyed this video / premiere. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, Lego Dude 11. Don't forget to follow me over at Boba Fett Jedi Master as well, where I do some posts. I'm actually probably going to post something of these figures. If you didn't see my stories of these guys, of the different theme songs that I did share in my Instagram story, don't forget to follow me over there and check that out. And stay tuned for posts I might do of these guys. Don't forget to share this video with your family and friends, and all the other fun stuff you can do. Comment down below and let me know what your favorite figure was. I apologize if my ranking system didn't make any sense, based on like shows, the way the figures were detailed, and I kind of like ranked them based upon lots of different things, but it kind of made sense in my opinion. But if it didn't make sense to you guys, let me know what you were confused about in the comments below. But I thought I did a pretty good job at explaining it, based off of why they were in what spot and why. But anyway, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and follow me, and check out, stay tuned for more to come of these figures in the future. And as always, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, follow me. Don't forget to keep calm and play Lego. Bye everyone.